Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, so today I kind of just want to rant to y'all and point out a couple of things that I've been noticing with the coaching. If you're a Spurs fan and you've been watching these past couple of games, or if you've just been watching at all, you've noticed these things. And so today I kind of just want to bring them to the channel and get some stuff off my chest, because watching these past couple of games have got me a little frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. And so today I'm bringing this to y'all so y'all can crash out with me. So this problem that I'm gonna be talking about today is not just, it didn't just start these past couple of losses. This game right here was on February 1st, and this game was without Wemby. Although it was a winnable game, you know, I think we could have beat the Heat without Jimmy Butler, but it came down to the last shot. And what I'm about to show y'all right now is the reason we lost. So take a look at this. Before we get into anything, before we press play, just look at everyone who's on the court. Look at the context of the play. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They just need a bucket to win, and they only got 3 seconds to do it. Now take a look who's on the court. You have CP3, who I'm not gonna disrespect CP3. He's 40 years old. He's 6 foot, 40 years old. What do you want him to do in this instance right here? Why is Chris Paul on the court right now? You need a stop, and you have Chris Paul. Now take a look over to the left. You also have Keldon Johnson. Now, if you watch Spurs basketball, you know Keldon Johnson on the defensive end is about a solid 65 overall with his perimeter D. He's not getting you any stops. Vassell, cool, whatever. Champagny, I guess. But having Keldon Johnson and Chris Paul on the court right here when you need a stop. So you have Keldon Johnson on Bam Adebayo. Look at Jeremy Sohan over here. Look at Jeremy Sohan. Stephon Castle as well. What is Jeremy Sohan's best attribute? We know he's not an offensive player. And so if you are not using him for his defense, what are you using him for? Why is he not on the court in this instance guarding Bam Adebayo, who matches up way better than Keldon Johnson? And so, of course, he attacks Keldon Johnson, gets the shot he wants. You have Chris Paul right here. I don't even know what he's doing. Ball game. I can't guarantee that Jeremy Sohan stops him 100%, locks him down. All I'm saying is that you got to put your team in the best possible chance to win. And having Keldon Johnson and Chris Paul out there in this moment in time is not helping your team. You're putting them at a disadvantage. You only need one stop to take it to overtime. So why not put the best defensive lineup out there? I feel like with Mitch Johnson, it's always got to be end all be all. Like with his rotations, you only get 8 players that get to play, and that's it. And if those players are playing throughout the game, they got to finish the game. You can't sub in anyone at any point in time to give you a certain spark or a better look. You just aren't putting your team at an advantage, and we can easily take advantage of some of the weapons that we have. But no, it's just always got to be end all be all. So look, going on to this next game, as you can see, we got Sohan and Castle back out. De'Aaron Fox is out here along with Chris Paul. But again, like, if you need a stop, I'm just not understanding why Chris Paul is on the court. Like, this lineup isn't bad. I will give him that. This is better than the last lineup we saw. But just look at the score. Look at the context of everything. Not to mention, look at this. The Hawks were shooting 44% from 3 the entire game. They were red hot. Miles Bridges, 50% from 3. Nick Smith Jr., 40% from 3. LaMelo, 36. Seth Curry, 66, KJ Simpson, 50%, and Tijon Salon, 100% from 3. They were not missing this game. So if you're in the huddle right here, Mitch Johnson, I don't know if you did this or not, so I'm going to take it easy on you on this one. But are you not telling your players, stay out on the 3? They need a 3 to win this game. We can live with a 2, take it to overtime, and we're the better team. We can probably scrape it out in overtime. If anything, no fouls and no 3s. LaMelo gets downhill. He got Sohan on him. Driving to the paint. Right here. Castle. Come on. Castle. Like, you clawed us back into this game. 33 points. I'm going to give you that. It might be a rookie mistake, but I don't know if Mitch emphasized enough that we are not giving up any 3s. Now, he went to the post game and said that we'd rather Miles Bridges beat us than LaMelo Ball. What I want to know is, how can LaMelo Ball beat you from right here in the paint? We're up by 2. If he makes this, we're going to overtime. just left Miles Bridges open, who's shooting 50% from three in this game. The Hornets as a whole are just shooting the ball so good. And look at this. Look at his lineup. Look at Charles Lee's lineup. You have Seth Curry, who we just mentioned was shooting like 60%. Nick Smith Jr., also shooting good. Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball, and Tijon Salon. Notice how they don't have a non-shooter on the court. They're going for a three. This is the exact look that they wanted. And so Charles Lee gets it, the situational lineup. If you need a three, you're putting all shooters in there. If you need a stop, you need to put all defenders in there. And I get that he did that with this lineup a little bit. It's still small. I don't really like this lineup. But why are we not staying out on the three-point line? This could just be a rookie mistake from Stephon Castle. But I think it's more of a buildup of just real bad coaching. You just can't give up a three in this situation, especially to a team that's on fire. Sohan knew. He already knew. As soon as the ball went up and left his hands, I already knew it was game time. I already knew what time it was. And that's another loss right there. These are two winnable games right here that we have dropped. And if you want to be a play-in team, you got to be able to pull out these wins. You got to have better coaching in this situation. Now we're going to last night's game. Again, a final possession where you need a stop. You need defense. And I'm going to say it again. If Jeremy Sohan is not out here to get a stop when you need it, game on the line, what is he being used for? His best attribute is his defense. And if he's just on the bench whenever we need a stop, like, what are we talking about right now? You have Harrison Barnes on Paolo Banchero. Now, I know what you're thinking. Harrison Barnes did a good job throughout this game. I will give him credit then, but game on the line, Paolo Banchero is going to give you his best shot. He's trying to win the game for his team. Now, would you rather have Harrison Barnes on Paolo? Or would you rather have Jeremy Sohan? I'll give Mitch credit. He took CP3 out. Finally, when you need to stop, you finally took Chris Paul out. But you still don't have Jeremy Sohan in. Why? I just want to know why. Like, if it's because he's injured still, like, or the minutes restriction, like, you just got to find a way to get him on this court right now so we can get a stop. That's all we need. If we get this stop, we win this game. Right in the midi, just right over him. Mitch, man. Mitch, what is this? Why can't we just have a good lineup, a good, competent defensive lineup when the game is on the line? And this is how we drop those type of games. This is how we keep losing. At this point in time, if the game is on the line, like a situation like this, I don't have any confidence in the Spurs right now. And that's saying something because we have the best defensive player in the league on our team. We have a very good defensive team, and I thought that our identity is supposed to lie on the defensive end. This should be our bread and butter right here. If we need a stop, we should feel completely like 100% confident that we can at least put up a good fight. But these games that we've dropped like this are just simple mistakes. Oh, man. And not to mention, like, the rotations, like, just the rotations in general. I get that we're talking about the situational lineups right now whenever we need to stop and we need some defense or something, but just the lineups in general. Like, the starting lineup, I mean, I guess if you had CP3 in there for the first two games to show De'Aaron Fox, kind of get him acclimated, but that ship has sailed. We need defense. You cannot run De'Aaron Fox and Chris Paul in the starting lineup at the same time. It's just taken away from their effectiveness. Running them separately will have a way better impact compared to just running them together. And I think Mitch runs them for a majority of their minutes together. I don't understand it. This is like you have 2 point guards now, and instead of staggering them, you run them together. Like, this is just the simple stuff that we're talking about right now that I just don't see why it's happening. I think I've had enough for today. This frustration, I just had to let some of this out because these past few games have been rough. If y'all have any ideas or if y'all have anything else that y'all aren't liking, what y'all are seeing, y'all leave it down below in the comments section. It's a safe space. Just get your frustrations out. It's okay. We're still Spurs fans. We love the Spurs, and that's the reason why we are frustrated, because we know they have the capability to win. And I know we mentioned the gelling process between Fox and the team, and I know Fox struggled last game, but these losses aren't even a gelling period. It's just bad coaching. But with that being said, man, y'all be sure to leave a like, comment as always, subscribe. And until next time, I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.